Okay, now we're going to work on our glass, and I transferred my markings for the glass before I read the next step, so I may have to trace them back on again. But we're going to base the wine area with a thin watery wash of raw umber. Then after it's dry, then we're going to do our sparkle shines. So I'm going to, because I'm using globals, I'm going to dress my brush in the extender, and I'm going to get my raw umber and I'm going to thin it way down, and I'm going to come over here and wash it on the glass in the wine area. Also, I wanted to let you know that I put Cindy's mix over my grapes because I'm happy with them, and I wanted to make sure that they would not change, even if I messed something up. So I glazed them under with my Cindy's mix, and I made sure not to get that on anywhere else out around them. So only my grapes have some glaze mix on them. Okay, you want to make sure that you follow these lines correctly, because this is the inside of your glass. I think I need some more extender. Globals are, by their very nature, a little more transparent. Very important that you keep your ellipses true. And I have a nice ellipsis stencil from Ann Kingsland. So I'm going to use the pattern to check them, and right there I just got out of it. So I'm going to use a clean brush dipped in extender, and I'm going to back that off right now before I lose the opportunity. Okay, and I think I'm drooping my ellipsis over here a little. Okay, and I'm going to pull out my design. I'm going to lay it over here, and I'm going to check my ellipsis. And mine looks pretty good, as you can see. I knew I went over it up here, but I got it off with extender, so I think I'm okay. Dry that down. And if you have not already transferred your markings for your shines and your sparkles, then you can do that then. Really see that we've got that raw umber in there. Okay, now we're going to mix equal amounts of true gold and yellow oxide for the gold band around the top of the glass. So I'm going to get out my true gold, and it is not global, and it is okay. And I'm going to put some yellow oxide out on my palette. And we're going to mix equal amounts. I think that's pretty close to being equal, maybe a little bit too much gold. There we go. So I'm going to mix those up together. Seems like each of our lessons in lesson 3 had some gold in it. In module C had some gold in it. Let's see, Jonah did not, and our Country 10 did not, but the others all had gold in them, I think. Or maybe, did the pheasant? I don't know. Anyway, a lot of them, and it's been kind of fun to work with the gold. Okay, so I've got that mixed up, and I'm going to use the tip of my 4 filbert or a liner, and I'm going to use a liner, because that will work better for me. I'm heavy-handed, and I'm going to use my 20-aught liner from Black Gold that I like real well. Is that the one? No, that's my 0 liner. Well, let me find the right one. Here it is. Use whatever size you're most comfortable with. I'm going to put this sideways so that I can work with it. And you're going to be working with photo number 1. And be very observant of your ellipse. Okay, if you need to check it with your pattern, you can do that, and you can correct it. I believe I'm a little thick on this side and thin on this side, so I can see now that that'll be a correction I need to make. So I've gone a little bit out over here, and I think my line was off there because this ellipse looks a lot more true than my pattern drawing does. So I'm just a little bit out there. I'm going to make this a little thicker here. And I'm making it thicker by going down inside the glass instead of making the top of the glass grow. And then I'm going to take a small round number 1, no, this is number 1 short liner, and I'm going to put extender on it, and I'm going to come in here and pull back, pull the paint off where I feel like I was sticking a little too far out. So I'm going to shorten this just a little where I think I needed to. You can also at this time smooth any rough edges that you see.